Godzilla! It's Kong! Wait, and the Justice League? What is going on today here on Two Geeks and a Microphone?
Hello there. So who talks first? You talk first. I talk first.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Two Geeks and a Microphone. I am your co-host, Mr. Stephen Boster, along with the one, the only, the most illustrious, the most comic bookiest, because that's what we're talking about today, Mr. Michael Shanks. Mike, say hey to everybody.
Good morning to all you geeks out there in Geekdom Land, and go Godzilla. Oh no, they say he's got to go. Oh no, there goes Metropolis. Go Godzilla. I had to do it just to make Megan cringe.
Right. Oh my goodness. Good morning, everybody. As you can tell, we are going to be talking today about Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. And
one of the longest comic book titles ever.
Right. So it's going to be an interesting discussion today because we have done our best to save it for the podcast. And so we're pretty excited about just kind of what's going on there. Real quick, Mike, I want to tell everybody kind of what's coming up, because we've got a couple of things that are happening. And I wanted to let people know the cool stuff that's happening. And so somewhere around here, I've got my notes to remind me what's coming up, because I totally forgot what was coming up.
Well, next week we will have Tyler back.
Yes.
Tyler, who is our guest for Fallout, for the Fallout series. He's going to come back and we're going to discuss a topic on video games and video game subscriptions, whether or not it's industry or not.
I have much to discuss. I'm so excited about this topic.
I can say Tyler is too. I know he's really
just from my point of view, at my day job, we've been having conversations about this very thing, not video games, but everything's turning into a subscription.
Yes.
And actually, even this morning, I've got a Bible software that I've invested in, ever since seminary. And I mean, so we're talking 2 decades, something here. They just announced this morning, they're going to go to a subscription model as well. So I'm like, oh my goodness, so I think our topic is going to be really good, especially in the world of video games. I'm interested in Tyler's thoughts.
I am too. I'm not a huge gamer. I have not been a gamer since PlayStation 1, really. Well, PlayStation
old.
I know.
I'm just kidding.
PlayStation 1 and the Wii. We got a Wii. So, all of us played that for a couple of years and stuff. And that was a lot of fun. But other than that, I kind of got out of the video game scene. I just haven't done much. I did see that apparently they're re-releasing Star Wars Bounty Hunter with Jango Fett. That looks pretty cool.
They are.
Oh, that might be fun. I might have to jump onto Steam for that one. Because I like Jango, so. In fact, we're planning a Django episode coming up soon, so we'll have more details on that one yet. We haven't nailed that one down just yet. I got to make sure all the issues are out before we talk too much about Jango Fett. But I'm looking forward to a Jango Fett episode. That will be fun. But after that, we have what is his name?
Is it Christian Cole?
Wait. Yes, Christian. Shoot,
I got different names running through my head right now.
I know. We should have been more prepared for this.
That's okay. So Christian Douglas.
Yes, Christian Douglas. He is another independent comic book creator who reached out to me, I guess about a month ago. and we're going to have him on to talk about his comic book, which looks like it's going to have a lot to do with AI, and which kind of is up our alley lately.
Right.
Considering we have been embracing our AI overlords.
If everybody remembers, man, I hopped on that bandwagon when it first started in October, November of 22.
Yes, Skynet Masters. We obey.
Right? Yeah.
Have you seen this boy?
Right. Yeah.
Terminator 2. I so
Yeah.
love that movie. That was a fantastic. Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
John Connor, I need your clothes.
Yeah. So then, yeah, we've got some really cool projects in the works, everybody. Mike is working on some good, speaking of AI, some good storytelling, and I'm excited about it. So we hope to have that to everybody. What'd you say, October?
Yeah, October. I want to have it Halloween because I feel it's going to be a decent Halloween.
Yeah.
It's kind of a sci-fi horror little story, so I don't want to give too much away because that'll spoil it.
It'll be great. Yeah, I'm not going to spoil it. Yeah. But I just get everybody a heads up. We got some neat stuff coming ahead. So if you have not had a chance to check us out on our Ko-fi page, please do. If you want to help support us, you can go to Ko-fi.com/2geeks, ko-fi.com, and you can just buy us a coffee on Ko-fi.
I do like coffee.
Right on. And that helps support us on there, where we have released digital print versions of our storytelling that we've been doing. We've done some Star Wars storytelling. We're also doing audiobooks of those as well, so you can get the audio versions. And so that's been pretty fun to do. So, and even then, if you're curious about more AI storytelling, just let us know. We may even do another special on it. I've learned a lot since I did, January of last year. I did a AI storytelling kind of a thing, or how to use AI. I can't remember when it was, but
no, that was January of this year, because that was when
6 months ago.
Yeah, this is when Brendan and I took our trip to Dallas so we could see the Dallas Cowboys play.
Right.
Yeah, and you did a solo episode, and
I
did it all on AI.
Yeah, so we've learned a lot since then, and so if anyone's curious about making your own stories, and also
I'm having fun with this one that I'm working on. It's been pretty cool. And I got one in the back of my mind. I've had one in the back of my mind for a long time. And once I get through this one, now I'm starting to get into a flow of things. I think I'll jump back into that.
Yeah, that's how I've approached AI storytelling, has been the whole thing of, you know what, I got a big project I want to work on, and then I've got other little projects. So I kind of started, I'm just going to start writing, getting in the flow and learning and developing the skills, and actually having Claude teach me about writing at the same time, and all that. So it's been pretty fun. Evidently, there's a disturbance in the force. Mike is on the right side. I didn't notice it till he said it.
At first, I was like, I'm on the right side. What does that mean?
It's usually switched, kind of a thing. Wait a minute.
That's hilarious.
There, how's that? Is that better?
Come join the dark side. We have cookies. I did get some of those Oreo, Star Wars Oreos over Father's Day weekend.
Oreos?
Oh yeah. You didn't know this? You choose your destiny. They're either Jedi or Sith. So you don't know which ones you'll get. You don't know if you get the red ones with the red cream or with the blue cream. So if they're the red cream, of course, they're Sith.
Okay.
If they're blue cream, they're Jedi.
That makes sense.
I got Sith.
Did you? That's funny. Mark Thompson.
I thought they were blue.
No, mine were red. They were red. Mine was the Sith. Anyway.
So I'll say this, Mark Thompson, who does a lot of the audiobooks, everybody, we've had him on the show. He is
we have.
Hoot.
Great guy.
Oh my goodness. He's a great guy.
So we can say friend of the show, right?
I guess so. We need to have him back on. I'd love to have him back on.
I would too.
What's funny is he did
go for Fluffer Nut.
He did a Facebook post on of where he opened the bag. Now that makes sense. Okay. I just thought it was some kind of quirk thing. Okay, that's pretty cool. His was blue. He had blue. Now I remember.
Mine was red, so
right on. Hey, welcome, Gopher Fluffernut. Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you. I don't think I've seen Gopher Fluffernut for a little while. I love her title, I say her. I don't know if it's her or him. I love their title. That's great. Gopher Fluffernut.
All right, we ready to get this party started? Well, we've already started.
Well, I do have a Geekdar.
Okay, let's do it.
So let's jump into the Geekdar, and it's an appropriate Geekdar to today's topic.
Okay. Control with the radar, sir. What's wrong with it? I've lost the bleeps, I've lost the sweeps, and I've lost the creeps. The what? The what? And the what? You know, the bleeps, the sweeps, and the creeps.
That's not all he's lost.
All right, so my Geekdar today. So yesterday we went to Fantasy Books. We went to the O'Fallon one because today we'll go to the Belleville one. That's exactly what I told Megan. I said, "Hey, let's go to Fantasy." And she's like, "Which one?" I go, "Let's go to O'Fallon because we'll go to Belleville tomorrow." So because that's where my comic pull is at the Belleville store. So. But I like to go to the O'Fallon every now and then because they got some different stuff and it's a larger store and so on and so forth. Anyway, I walked in and I'm looking at the comic book wall and something just struck me. I was like, oh, I'm leaving with that and it's going to be tomorrow's Geekdar. So here it is. It is you'll have to.
I know.
There you go.
I was getting
It is the Marvel Comics facsimile of Godzilla #1.
What? Oh, cool.
Godzilla King of Monsters, Marvel #1. It is the facsimile edition. So all of the ads are back from 1970, I don't know, 76, 75. I don't know when that came out originally, but yeah, it has all the original ads and everything. I love those facsimile editions. They're so much fun. And I was flipping through it this morning, and it was great because, so you get about 4 pages of story, and at the bottom of the last page, it'll say, "Story continued on page after next."
Oh, okay.
Then you have 2 pages of just glorious 70s ads.
Right on. Do you see the X-ray glasses? Is the X-ray glasses ad in there?
They're not in that particular issue. I've had them in other facsimiles, though. Yeah. And there's always the girl in the bikini too. I always wanted those when I was a kid.
Yeah, same here.
But I never ordered them. I kind of wish one of us did. That would have been funny.
Right.
And then there was also the seahorses. That was always a staple in the ads too. So,
which that was just brine shrimp, wasn't it?
I think so.
It's a package of brine shrimp.
Get your real seahorses.
Right.
So funny. There's so much goofy stuff. Oh, there was a hovercraft too. I remember also.
Whoa. You got a better memory than I do, but I think you're right. That's funny.
Well, again, I've been buying these facsimile issues, over the last couple of years, and I go look over those ads and just, man, they make me smile. It's fun. It's fun stuff. I never ordered any of it, but I sure did want to.
That's funny.
All right. Well, that's my Geekdar. Godzilla, King of the Monsters.
Godzilla.
My Marvel comic books. And the art in that is pretty good. It's decent art. I really enjoy it. I think today's art for the issues we're going to go over today is better. Much more.
Much more better. Cheers, everybody. Mm-hmm.
What you drinking today?
I am doing the berry one, limit test.
Nice. I have Smurf juice. So
you got Smurf juice again? Sweet.
Megan just ordered. What's the one you ordered, Megan? The bomb.
Shoot, what's it called?
We're talking about Glitch Energy drinks, everybody. If you decide you want to try it, you can go to glitchenergy.com. And then if you'd like 10% off, you can use our code 2GEEKS, 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 and get 10% off your order. Sometimes if you do a first order, sometimes they'll do 15% off. Sometimes special occasions, they'll do other percentages off. But if it's at a time, they're not doing any discounts. Put on our code and get 10% off.
Right.
Kind of thing. So,
yeah, Megan got the bomb pop flavored one.
Oh, okay.
Called Skill Issue.
Skill Issue. Okay, that's it.
Nice.
Skill Issue. I was a little disappointed it didn't have red, white, and blue packaging, like the bomb pops.
Yes, agreed.
So I was like, okay, well, if you're doing a bomb pop, it needs to look like a bomb pop. But I think it's one of their gamer editions, where it's actually advertising one of the gamers that
yeah. I will say this. One of the things I like about Glitch Energy, though, is that even though we've got I've got the purple one, the grape one, and it's called Karen Tears. And it's grape, it's sour grape and stuff, and I like it. But yeah, so I also have their cherry limeade. It's not all that great. That's the first flavor.
Being honest.
They've all been really good, except I didn't like the cherry limeade. It's weird. But anyway, but it's not an energy drink as much as it is a rehydration drink. So maybe that's
gotcha. Well, I've gotten the Maui Punch. Megan got the Smurf juice, and then Megan just got the, what did you say it was called again? Bomb
skill test.
Issue, the flavor is bomber popsicle.
There we go.
Nice. Okay. All right. Well, for my Geekdar, we renewed our subscription under the with ad plan of it's HBO Max, or excuse me, now known as just Max, which confuses me because it was Cinemax. You know what I'm saying? So it's it's just Max. But so we caught up on the first 3 episodes of House of Dragon because we had watched Game of Thrones and stuff like that. And man, if you like political intrigue and all the scheming that people do, it's that. My brain, while I was watching the 3rd episode, my brain went to Batman, the Batman movies, the second one with the Joker. I can't think of
Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight, yes. Where he's
one of my favorites.
He's where it's like, everybody's scheming, everybody has schemes, kind of a thing. That's where my brain went to. I said, man, the Joker would have a heyday with everybody in this show. Everybody's scheming.
I'm like a dog chasing a car. I wouldn't know what to do with one if I caught it. I tell my dog that, by the way, all the time. But she tries to chase cars when we're out on walks. And I'm like, dog, you wouldn't know what to do with it if you caught it. You're just like the Joker.
Yeah.
I
will say this. I'm liking the 2nd season more than the 1st season.
Okay.
Of it.
I just thought of something.
What's that?
I have another one. I'll wait till you're done. But
I'm done. That's all right. That's all. Okay. That's all. I don't want to do a full review or anything like that. So, because I'll wait till I'll wait till season. Maybe. Go ahead.
I actually, Brendan and I watched something this week, and it was on Paramount Plus, and it's Tulsa King with Sylvester Stallone, and yeah, I love this show. This show's fantastic.
Is it good? Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's great. Now it helps that I'm a big Sylvester Stallone fan. I've always been a Sly fan. I've enjoyed many of his movies, and we covered his superhero
Samaritan
movie. Yeah, Samaritan, which I thought was a good movie. I liked that.
It was good. It was an enjoyable film. It had story. It had some heart and a nice twist at the end.
Yeah, really nice twist. It was cool. It was very cool. Tulsa King, he's kind of a mob boss, sort of.
Okay.
Or well, he's a mob guy. He's a made man. Let's just put it that way. He's a made man, and he spends 25 years in prison, basically covering one of the other mobsters' butts, and gets out, and they send his butt to Tulsa because they don't want to deal with him. Which is pretty good.
Okay.
And he puts together quite the motley crew in Tulsa, and it's fun. It's a really good show. I enjoy it, and Sylvester Stallone is really neat because he's out of his element. He's in Tulsa, and you got all these horses and cowboy stuff going on, and he's from the city, and he don't quite get it. It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
Let me see if I can pull it up here real quick to show everybody. So it's on Paramount, you said?
Yeah, it's on Paramount Plus. Yeah.
Right.
I was a big fan of Yellowstone also. I loved all 3 shows of Yellowstone. And I mean, this isn't Yellowstone, but there's a similar feel to it that I really enjoyed. Yeah, there we go. Tulsa King.
Huh. Okay. When New York Mafia capo Dwight Manfredi is released from prison, he's exiled by his boss and must set up shop in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Well, like I said, they didn't want to deal with his butt, so they sent him to Tulsa.
Oh, okay. So it is from the same creator so it's from Taylor Sheridan.
Okay.
The guy who did Yellowstone.
Yeah. That's why I said it's got kind of a Yellowstone feel to it.
Okay.
I mean, it's not the same show, but it has a similar feel to it. In fact, there is a point in the show, if you've watched Yellowstone, you know about the train station, and there's
their own train station.
Well, something happens, and I laughed, and I looked at Brenda. I go, "So you think that's their train station?"
Aha. Are they doing a second season?
Yes.
In fact, new season streaming September 15th.
Yep. I'm looking forward to season 2.
Okay. So what do you think, everybody? Should we do a show on it? We should do an episode on season 1 before season 2 comes out.
Hey, I'm good with it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a great show.
All right. Let us know in the comments, everybody. What do you think? We should do Tulsa King.
Tulsa King, baby.
Right on.
Sly. I love me some Sly.
Sweet. All right. Okay. We ready for the main event?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
Do it. It's time for the main event. Okay, Godzilla.
Not just Godzilla.
And Kong and Justice League and a whole lot more. Okay, Mike.
Gosh.
why did you want to do it? Mike is the comic book guy, everybody. And so he was like, we need to do this one. And so
okay, well, I mean, first of all, it's the Justice League. I do love the Justice League.
Right on.
Love me some Justice League. Can't complain about too much of Justice League. Godzilla. Come on. He's the king of Marvel. When you put Godzilla with the Justice League, yeah, okay. And then we throw King Kong. I mean, the next biggest kaiju of them all. I mean, you got the 2 biggest ones right there, plus the Justice League. This says 2 geeks and a microphone all over it. When I heard that they were doing this, I was so excited. And this has been a year in the making because the comic came out in October of last year. And sometime last summer is when they announced it. And they put out the first artwork for it. And it was just, my mind was blown when I saw it. I'm like, what?
Right.
How does this even happen? How do you bring in Godzilla, King Kong into the Justice League universe? Oh yeah. I mean that panel alone is just phenomenal. Gorgeous. And there's so many good panels throughout the 7 issues of this.
Yeah, there
I
are.
think you can already tell what my score is going to be.
All right, and so we're going to score the whole series, everybody.
Yeah, we're
and
definitely not going to score each issue.
each one. I had my favorite issues over others. I will say that.
What should we do for a scale on this one?
You just say kaiju.
Okay.
How many kaijus?
Sounds good.
Yeah, because there's one point I can't wait till we get to. I took notes, everybody, because there's so much happening.
Wow,
I had to keep notes.
Notes.
I did take notes.
So did you do any Steven skips?
No. I mean, I go through it. I mean, so it's not like it's no Steven skips. We'll see.
I'm sure they're going to release a trade of this too, and I bought all 7 issues. I made sure and had those put in my pull each month since October. I got the special edition covers. I did use that as my Geekdar.
Oh, that's right.
With the sound. You know, you had
I remember.
Right. Which was hilarious because I couldn't get them to make the sound at first, and then I go out to my car, and all of a sudden they start, roaring, and I went running back into the comic book store to show Ashley, the manager, and I was like, "Hey, check this out!" And then they wouldn't do it again. And I was like, "Why aren't they doing it? I don't understand." Well, I come to find out later that they're actually light activated. So if it's kind of dark, it won't activate them. And then on the way home, King Kong kept roaring all the way home. And I was like, all right, shut up, Kong. Now you're just getting annoying. So it was pretty funny.
Right on.
But fantastic covers, fantastic artwork.
And we'll show some of the artwork, everybody, as we go along. So if you're just listening to the audio version of this, we just want to encourage you to go to our YouTube page and check it out there if you want to see some of the artwork. We're not going to show every panel or anything like that. I think just due to copyright kind of stuff, even though we're not really monetizing this per se, but we do want to make sure that you get a taste of it. And if you're able to go out and get these books, there are some panels that are just great artwork in and of itself. So, dude,
if you like Godzilla, King Kong, or you like Justice League, you gotta buy these books. They're incredible. It's great.
Everybody shows up somewhere.
Oh my gosh!
In this suit.
Yeah, one particular bad guy shows up and then they don't do anything with it.
There's one particular bad guy who is one of my favorites, if not my favorite, and he's only on one panel.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly who I'm talking about.
Okay. I'll have to show that panel.
He was just a plot device. That's all he was. It was a plot device to get a certain kaiju in there.
Yeah. I consider him the greatest villain.
I have a theory.
Lex Luthor.
I have a theory of what he's doing there. They just didn't build on.
They didn't show it. They assumed you would know. If you had no idea of the background of the lore, you would not know what had happened. You wouldn't have realized it.
So it was just a plot device. That's all it was.
Right. But I tell you what, so with each episode, everybody, I want to share this with you. Episode 1 is the slowest. Kind of introduces.
I'm gonna correct you there. Issue, not episode.
What did I say? Episode?
Yeah, he said episode.
Thank you. Thanks for the correction.
Gosh, I wish they were episodes. Oh,
right. Issue 1, it begins kind of setting it up a little slow, which is understandable because it's the introduction. You're setting everything up. So I'm not complaining, but each issue builds and builds and gets bigger and bigger and bigger, even though each one's 36 pages, but the stories get larger and bigger. And by the time you hit issue 6, I want to say, it's all more open, boom, more surprises and stuff like that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Now, my only complaint is we didn't get classic Godzilla monsters. Like we didn't get Rodan or Mothra,
that's
Ghidra,
for
King Ghidra, however they say his
Right.
I would have liked it even more, but hey, that opens it up for a sequel.
I agree.
And I'm all
the
for
ones what
sequel.
they picked in here is good. So okay, we better get going because we don't want to spoil anything, everybody. So we're just gonna roll right into it.
We're just gushing over it now.
So my score, I give it a 9 out of 10. This was a good series. It really was. I wasn't so sure in the beginning. I liked some of the panels. Like my favorite was the Godzilla panel that I just showed from issue 1. That was my favorite panel of that issue. I will say this, as it kept going, I was like, oh my goodness, this is actually a very good series. And by the time you hit issue 7, you're like, oh, it just issue 6 had surprise. Well, issue 5 had surprises, but issue 6 had my favorite surprise. And then we hit issue 7 where it just everything is, just some good epic battles.
Let's see. We have superheroes. We have giant monsters. We have giant robots. I was in superhero kaiju heaven, man.
Yeah.
I loved it.
It's all in here. You get all your major characters are in this. You've got the Bat family. You've got Soups and all the stuff that's going on there, which was a great setup. So let's just go ahead and start.
You get some of the lanterns. Yeah. I will give this 10. I'm going to give it 10 out of 10.
Okay. Right on.
The reasoning for them being here is a little silly, but hey, you got to get them there somehow. Mm-hmm. And honestly, I didn't care how they got them there.
Well, it wasn't too bad actually.
It wasn't. It wasn't horrible. It was just kind of silly. It was just kind of silly. But
that's why I gave it a 9. Well, there were some Deus Machina moments. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll give it to you. It's fun.
Now, my favorite thing is this is actually a collaboration between DC Comics and Legendary, which Legendary holds the American rights to the kaiju, to Godzilla, and to King Kong. They're the ones doing the whole Monarch story. So this is all about Monarch.
Legendary owns Monarch. Okay.
Right.
They do mention Monarch in here. Yes.
Right. They do. And it has the Monarch logo in it in several places and such. So if you think about this, this is canon to the Godzilla King Kong universe, to the Monarch universe. And I just that makes it even better that it's canon to the Monarch universe. Much more better.
Cheers, everybody.
That is just one of my absolute favorite things about this whole series, is the fact that it is an official collaboration between the two companies, and in my mind, that makes it canon. So give me an animated film, give me a movie. You've done the Justice League. Granted, I know they're putting the whole Justice League back together again and stuff.
Simon.
Right. But oh man, could you imagine a cheers,
Simon. Cheers. We're gonna drink one for Simon.
Oh my gosh, could you imagine this as a live action movie? Oh, this would have to be a 2 or 3 parter though. Definitely.
Yeah, it'd be more action packed than the 3-parter of Dune. Oh, I went there. Sorry,
I didn't say it, folks.
I know. I said it for you.
But I'll take an animated version of this too. It would be fantastic.
It would be incredible.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Agreed.
I'm gonna stop gushing now.
Okay. Well, so issue 1, here's my, we're gonna go issue by issue and we'll talk about it. So here are my notes, everybody. Just kind of a thing. Here's what happens. Clark proposes, or is about to propose. He's gonna propose, and that's how they set it up. And I liked it. I did like that this was the night he was gonna ask Lois to marry him. Then
Green Lantern's trying to talk him out of it.
Yeah. So, yeah. Well, for good, it's the same storyline as like Spider-Man. It's the same argument. It's your enemies are going to know. She's going to be set up for
Yeah, but I don't think I think Hal is coming at it more as a bachelor, because he's Hal Jordan. Hal Jordan's always been the ladies' man. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so I think he's coming at it more from the perspective of a bachelor, where Bruce Wayne is the one who shows up, who has a heart to heart. Bruce Wayne has a heart to heart with Clark Kent and saying, "Look, is this really what you want? Because you're going to endanger Lois more." I think he was the one who approached it more with the intelligent, argument.
Okay.
And Bruce doesn't stand in his way either. Bruce does not, he's like, "Look, I just want to propose the facts to you and say, okay." And then in a hint that he would pay for the engagement ring.
Right.
That was great too.
Yep.
No, I don't want what did he say? I don't want a loan that I don't have to pay back.
Right. I want to pay for it. Excuse me. And hey, it's
cool.
Movies and Music.
Yeah.
Hey man, it's good to see you. Hey everybody, check out his channel, Wilkie's Movies and Music. He is constantly doing his fun Friday meetings, which I've been busy. I haven't had a chance to watch them. I've got it on I've subscribed to his channel and I get the notifications. Nice. And I'm like, okay, I can't wait. It's lunchtime. I'm going to go. And then I get busy and I'm not able to do it because of work. So it's like,
You'll catch up with it soon.
Yeah. So
yes, thank you for your support, Wilkie.
So then I'll say this. Okay, so let me finish here's all. I'm just going to read my notes and we'll talk. Clark proposes Evil League, Legion of Doom. Evil League of Evil is where my brain went because of if anyone gets that reference, the Evil League of Evil, just put it in the comments. And Goose and goes to Skull Island. Godzilla shows up in Metropolis. That's really what happens, everybody. That's about it for that.
Well, so you got the Legion of Doom. They, of course, Lex has a plan. Lex is always the mastermind, when it comes to the Legion of Doom. Mm-hmm. And Lex has this plan that they're going to break into the Fortress of Solitude, which is hilarious, by the way. to see almost the entire Legion of Doom trying to pull open the doors to the Fortress of Solitude. That was a great panel too. I like that one too. Fun. I mean, if anyone knows the lore behind the Fortress of Solitude, Clark has a key that's hidden in the snow that's humongous and I don't know, weighs like 10 tons or something incredible, and that's how you open the Fortress of Solitude. As silly as that may sound, that's the lore behind it. Yeah. But they break in, and Lex immediately, because they're all like, they have that Joker moment from Batman '89. Look at all the wonderful toys.
That's right.
And Lex is like, look, we are here to get two things. We're here to get the what was it? The something sled, and I forget what the two items were. But there were two particular items they were after. And in the meantime, Toyman finds the Dreamstone, and he takes the Dreamstone. That's what gets us the kaiju.
That's what creates everything. Yeah, because Clark is busy. Proposing, having dinner, and so the rest of the Justice League goes up to the Fortress of Solitude, and
which Clark was going to answer the call too.
Yeah,
and then Kara was like, "No, you stay there, big guy. You stay right where you're at. We'll take care of this."
Yep.
I like that. I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh gosh, yeah. So Angie from Geek Girl Podcast, it's the key under the mat trick.
Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, that is true. That is very true.
Okay, so but then Godzilla shows up in Metropolis. We get that, and then ta-da! Now issue 2.
As Clark is about to propose, Clark gets down on one knee and then ta-da!
Yeah.
Here's Godzilla.
Here is my favorite panel. I'm trying to go through some of the panels too as we're going through this, so it takes a few moments because it's not the easiest app to work with at times.
Oh,
So
I love that.
It's
such a
the
great
last one.
app.
I love you too, Lois. She goes, I love you, Superman. I love you, Clark. And then he's like, I love you too, Lois. Wait. We were talking about, let's do it in the, yo, I love you too, Lois. Doing a little Sylvester
Somehow I
Stallone
don't
action.
picture Clark with Sly's voice, but
yo.
yo, Lois.
Yo, Lois. Oh gosh. Okay. So all right, you guys want my notes on issue 2?
Yes, let's hear your notes on issue 2.
All right. Issue 2. Soups and Gods Collide. That's what I put.
I love your title. That's great.
3 more monsters appear. Green Arrow dropped off at Skull Island. Bat Thing in Gotham. Red Hood shot his eye out. Great art for Gotham scenes in the Bat family. Sonic Overdrive to knock out the Bat Thing. And then Superman and Shazam get blasted. Soups no look so good. Those are my notes, everybody. I hope you enjoyed my commentary on this.
This is great. I love it.
So we can explain. I just want to read those and then we can explain as we go.
Okay,
but
that's fine.
So the Soups, Superman and Godzilla collide. They start their big old fight.
Superman tries to have a conversation with Godzilla.
Right?
He tries to talk him down.
Right?
It don't work.
Yeah. And so it's
I mean, come on, look at that art, man. That's fantastic.
And those are the small panels. And then he hits his tail and he's like, I love this. Sorry about that. Is anybody hurt? Kind of a thing.
Yeah, you know what I loved about this? They're more worried about the copy machine. It's like, dude, I think those windows in the high rise there
right
are probably more expensive than your copy machine. And you're all worried about the copy machine. Come on.
Right.
I think I'd also be worried about my coworkers and employees.
Yeah. But there are several good panels within this. I mean, there's
that one's great too. When Green Lantern's got Green Arrow in the side
sled. You're right. A little sidecar. You're right.
He's like, can you make this any bigger?
Yeah. Kind of thing. So you've got all these monsters, and this is the one I want to show everybody. You got this one at, I don't know if that was, I want to say Rikers Island, but that's Marvel.
So the Bat Thing is in Gotham. The
Godzilla's in Metropolis. The Mammoth is in Themyscira.
Right.
And
I forget where the spider thing is.
Yeah, the spider is there at where they put all the bad guys.
Yeah, that's where Flash's dad's in the prison that Flash's dad's at.
There's all kinds of bad guys there.
I can't think of the name of it, but yeah.
I called it Hydramouth.
You called it what?
Hydramouth. Hydramouth, like Hydramouth at Central City. So that's the Central City Penitentiary.
Right. Well, there's another name for it, and I cannot remember it. Is it Iron something or gosh, I can't remember. I should know my Flash lore better, but it's not coming to me. Anyway, so yeah, you got 4 kaijus who show up, and they have no idea why, how, what's going on.
They just show up,
right?
Kind of a thing. So yes,
which is great because that's also Skull Island shows up. It appears.
It does. And so when we here, I'm gonna stop.
The Batwing. Oh my gosh, there's an incredible Easter egg a little bit later for the Batwing.
Yeah.
The Batwing does something we never knew, and I never knew I wanted until these issues.
So everybody, that is in issue. Hang on a second.
5?
Issue 6.
6. Okay.
I believe. Yes, it's in issue 6 because I made a note of it. I know what you're talking about. yeah. So let's see what else. Oh, my app just died.
Ah, bummer.
Right. I'll get it. I'll get back.
Well, while you're getting that, let's talk about the main thing that happens in this issue. So Soups is battling Godzilla, and Shazam shows up, and or Captain Marvel shows up, or no, they are calling him Shazam now. That's right.
Yeah.
I can't keep up with DC. So Shazam shows up, and Shazam gets this great idea. I mean, theoretically, it is a great idea. He basically flies near the top of Godzilla's head and yells Shazam. And what happens every time that happens?
The lightning bolt.
Right, lightning bolt. So you get this lightning bolt that strikes Godzilla. Didn't do a whole lot to him. I think it kind of shook him up just a little bit. Yeah. And in the meantime, Shazam turns back into Billy Baxton, and Billy's falling to the earth, yelling, "That was awesome!" And Superman has to rescue him, and Superman's like, "Yeah, that was stupid. Don't do that again."
Right.
And in the meantime, Godzilla takes out Superman while that happens.
Yeah, he charges and does his big super beam kind of a thing. Yeah. And they're like, "He's dead. He's dead, Jim. Dead, Jim. Dead, Jim. Dead." Let me see if I can get that panel up. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get that.
Jim.
Here is the panel. I got to show you guys the panel because it is actually a really good panel. Boom, boom. Here he comes. You've got the moon, Godzilla in the background. It's like Superman, and there's Billy Batson, and there's Superman. To be continued.
Not quite as iconic as the death of Superman, but man, it is a fantastic panel. Just
it is. Yeah, it's just really good. I wish I could get that bigger. If you guys are watching on your phone, I apologize. Kind of a thing.
It's so cool.
Yep. All right. So let me go to episode 3 or issue 3. Sorry, I said it again. All right, issue 3. Hydra mouth at Central City with Flash, specifically at the prison. Bad guys getting loose.
Iron Heights.
Iron Heights. Thank you. Supergirl shows up as well as Green Lantern. Supergirl leaves. Atom Smasher gets big and defends Soups. Hawkeye wakes up. Hawkgirl wakes up. Oh yeah, she gets hit and knocks out. Adam gets hit and bit. Shazam and Supergirl hit Godzilla, and several buildings are destroyed. I was like, dude, there's thousands of people just bit it right there.
Well, Superman was trying to draw Godzilla out of Metropolis because he wanted to take the fight away from the city and everything. And I think they did start. I think there's something in there about they started evacuating the city also.
Yep.
So they do take that in consideration.
Yeah, they do. Where was it? Oh yeah, Mammoth at Themyscira, Wonder Woman and Wonder Girl. Something is calling the monsters. Supergirl returns to help in Central City. Green Arrow is on Skull Island, where Kong is attacking monsters.
Right, and it's funny because Green Arrow. Wonder Woman leaves Green Arrow on the island to kind of investigate, and Green Arrow's like, it's not like I've never been on an island, alone on an island before. Yeah, Oliver, you haven't been on an island like this one.
Right. I thought that was a good callback. I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, I did enjoy that. I like that. And then he starts running into the different monsters of Skull Island and freaking out. Yes. I love it when the Justice League starts seeing crap that they have never seen before. That's just fun.
It was pretty cool. You got all kinds of fun stuff happening. Let's see. Yeah, Atom Smasher gets as big as Godzilla and tries to fight Godzilla, but he doesn't make it too well.
Yeah, he might be tough, but I don't think he's Godzilla tough.
Yeah,
I didn't know Atom Smasher could get that big either. I don't know if they pumped him up a little bit for this issue or. Yeah,
here is where you've got Shazam and Supergirl do an uppercut to Godzilla, and then just boom, big crash. in the city and stuff. So there's that one.
Yeah, their deductibles for the insurance is going up. That's for sure.
Yeah, right. I'm sorry, but if you're going to be living in Metropolis, I apologize, but you will not be insured.
Well, that's why Bruce Wayne had his problems with Clark in the first or the second Justice League. So
let's see. I'm trying to figure out what else we may want to see. I won't do that one. Okay, let's go to the next one.
right.
Issue 4.
All right, issue 4. What title did you give your notes on this one?
I didn't really do a title on that one, but
I
said stare contest on Skull Island with Kong and Supergirl.
Oh, that was great. That was great.
And then I said League of Asses there. League of Assassins. Sorry, I shortened it. As well as, and they fight Green Arrow. Soup's not healing. Lois finds out, says yes to ring. Deathstroke in action! ! I was very excited to see Deathstroke. Ugly sea monster in Atlantis. Godzilla shows up, and Aquaman releases the Kraken.
Yes. Another plus for this series. We get the Kraken. Release the Kraken.
Right.
Oh, I loved it. I mean, how much more perfect can you get? You got Japanese kaiju, and then you got the Kraken on top of it.
Yeah.
I mean, this was just monster goodness. Just fantastic.
Yeah. Here's the cover. I want to show everybody the cover for 4. And just how good it's just a fabulous cover. But I have to admit something, and I apologize to all the other comic book fans out there. My one struggle in this, and this is not why I rated it a 9. This was not in my rating. But every time I saw Queen Mara, my brain went to the whole Amber Heard thing. I just see Amber Heard, and I was like, oh man.
Hey, don't.
I tried not to. I was like, no.
Character's been around a lot longer than the actor.
I know. I'm just admitting to it, everybody. I'm so sorry.
And this book was way better.
This book was really good, and it was good.
Actually,
it was good.
Actually, I can't say too much about the second Aquaman. I have not watched that film yet.
I have not, but it is on Max, so I probably now I got that subscription to Max and stuff.
I'll probably have to watch it.
We'll probably have to do some. We'll have to do some individual. We should.
I actually enjoyed the first one. I thought the first one.
I liked the first one. I thought it was fun. So here's Batman. They got Superman in a trying to heal him kind of chamber, but it's not working, kind of a thing. So
yeah, there's only one thing that's going to heal Superman.
Yeah. Oh wait, here we go. She doesn't look like a turd. Different universe. Fair enough.
Yeah, that's the way to look at it. It's a different universe. Yeah, perfect. Yep. I like it. I like it. See, that's where the multiverse works, Steven.
Okay.
Embrace it. Embrace the dark side.
Yeah. So here is here's another panel. So we talked about Green Arrow being on there, on the island. And this is one of my favorite shots because I am a fan of the League of Assassins, Ra's al Ghul and League of Assassins and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Godzilla doing it here. Let me see if I can zoom in.
That's not Godzilla. That's Kong.
Yeah, sorry.
You should be able to double click and it should go to the larger panel.
Yeah, it's not working. I've been having difficulties with the.
Could have to do with the sharing too.
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Here, let's go up here.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess they want you to see the big one before you go to the little one.
That could be.
No, it's stuck in the main mode. Sorry, everybody. I apologize.
That mode is beautiful too, by the way, because you get full screens of one panel, and like that.
Yeah, it's fun to watch. Yeah. So here you got everyone. Here's the weird, ugly monster at Atlantis.
Yeah, I have no idea what kaiju that is, but yeah, he looks awesome.
There's great fight sequences. I'm sifting through because there's one more. There it is. And Godzilla shows up and blasts it. And so we get a good panel on that one.
So, and of course, Aquaman is trying to protect the city of Atlantis.
Yeah.
And the dome and everything.
Here.
Oh yeah. And then Godzilla blasts that other monster. Just awesome.
So you got a great fight that goes on. So everybody in the comments, if you like us doing it this way, let me know.
But the best thing about that was when Aquaman announces that he's released the Kraken.
Yeah.
So freaking cool.
Here you go. Here's what the panel does when you start it in this mode. Here, I'll show you. I keep having to tell it to share again, but that's all right. Another one? No. Arthur has released the kingdom's last line of defense, the mighty Kraken. Then you click it and kaboom.
Yeah, there he is.
Great panel.
Oh my gosh.
Just a fabulous panel.
I didn't even think about, well, first of all, I didn't even think about Arthur being in control of the Kraken. That didn't even cross my mind. And then
I didn't think about it till you just said it.
And when they did that, I was like, oh, well, yeah. I mean, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you put the Kraken in here? It's just perfect.
Yeah. So Aquaman releases the Kraken. So there is that's really the big panel at the end of that one. So let's go to here's issue 5. Titans and Monarch revealed, so that they're Titans and that there's Monarch. You got Kraken, Godzilla, and Ugly Sea Monster panels look great. Big battle. Flash has the beacon, so there's a beacon that's calling them all, and yes. Flash finds it. Green Arrow takes on the League of Assassins on a boat. Grodd and his army are on Skull Island. Green Lantern Corps show up at Atlantis. Grodd controls Supergirl. Luthor and Mecha Godzilla revealed, and Ra's al Ghul at Giant Lazarus Pit? Question mark.
Right. Can we go back to one panel? Can we go? Because I think, or is that in this issue? The panel with Supergirl, the stare down, Supergirl and Kong.
That's issue 4. Hang on just a second. Let me see if I can get there too.
So
go ahead and talk. Let me find it.
You had your notes where you had the super stare down. So Supergirl and Kong get into a stare down in that issue.
Yeah.
And I love the panel of her staring down Kong. And I was hoping we could see that panel.
Okay, give me a second. I'm working on it, everybody.
Yeah. All right.
And hopefully this is the panel that you're thinking about. I hope. Okay, where's Supergirl? She could confirm. Supergirl's busy.
All right. And did we get the panel with her and Kong together?
There it is. That's it.
There we go. All right. So all I could think of here is, well, of course, Kong is staring at a blonde woman. He has a thing for blonde women, you know. And I mean, Supergirl is easy on the eyes. So yeah, there we go. That's the one I was looking for.
Yep.
And then that'll connect to the fact that Grodd ends up controlling Supergirl, because then Supergirl in turn is kind of controlling Kong, because again, Kong has a thing for blonde women. Who knew? Kong had a type.
Kong has a type. That's funny. All right, let me go to 5 real quick. Man, we are already up on the hour. Okay, let's see.
This was a big series, so
it was a huge series. There's all kinds of great panels, but here's what I want to do, everybody. I want to show you my favorite panel of this. Well, there's a couple of reveals. They're all in a row. Give me just a second, everybody. What? So here on this one, I mean, there's all kinds of great panels in these. So here, there's the big fight going on. Godzilla. I love this because here's my point.
Oh, yeah.
They put
Godzilla in the foot shackle.
Yeah.
The foot shackle is made of nth metal, which I was shocked.
They put a car boot on Godzilla. I'm like, really?
Yeah, I
This
was
is one
like,
of those.
really? Yeah, I agree. But it's nth metal. It's supposed to be the strongest. It's like Marvel's
Adamantium.
adamantium, whatever, however you pronounce it. That's their version of that. The same things that Wolverine's claws are coated in, and his skeleton's coated in, so on and so forth. So
yeah,
they had to have a way to shackle Kong or Godzilla, and I guess that's the only way you could have done it. So for story purposes, I guess it makes sense. Is it silly? Sure, it's silly, but we're talking giant monsters versus flying people, so
yeah.
I mean, it's gonna have silliness in it. Come on.
All right, so here is some other panels. So he's car booted. Kind of a thing.
Oh, I love it.
He's like, I can't go anywhere. Will it hold? It'll hold. Then our biggest threat is off the table. Is the conduction stable? Lex Luthor in his suit.
Yep, and Lex.
Yep, and Lex made his own.
Well, he doesn't make it. He fixes it. He fixes the one and only Mecha Godzilla.
Dun dun dun.
So, for those of you keeping count,
right?
We've had Godzilla. We've had the what is it? The big, I don't know, elephant looking.
The Sinister Six from Skull Island.
We've had the bat looking thing. We've had the spider looking thing. We've had
mammoth?
I said the mammoth, the elephant looking thing. Then we had the sea creature, whatever that sea creature was, and then we had the Kraken, and now we got Mecha Godzilla. I mean, how much more kaiju can you get?
You had to say it. You had to say it. And then
yep. This
dun,
is where
dun,
this is where Ra's al Ghul comes in. So Ra's al Ghul and the League of Assassins, they stole one of the skulls from Skull Island from from one of the dead skull walkers, and Ra's puts the skull in the Lazarus pit.
Yeah.
So that's why I say this is only a plot device, because it's the only scene with Ra's al
Ghul.
And we know it's just specifically to bring back to life one of the skull walkers. And boy, it doesn't just bring it back to life. It turns it into a super skull walker.
Yeah. So, all right. So it's huge. It's the big one.
It's huge. It has like bone shoulder pads. I mean, it looked right out of Gwar.
You're so funny. All right. So issue 6, here is what I said. All heroes on satellite home. That's the whatchamacallit, the Watchtower, excuse me. They're at the Watchtower satellite home reviewing what has happened. It's been 10 days since issue 1. Batman takes Clark's body, like all of a sudden he disappears. He's like, what happened? And it was Batman. Luthor is Mecha Godzilla. All monsters pulled to Metropolis, and then in all caps, exclamation point, exclamation point. I got it. I'm going to bring the picture up. I was so excited to see this. Very excited. Very excited. And here is the panel. Give me just a second, everybody. I apologize. It's taking me just a minute. I don't want any much dead air, but here it is. Batman kaiju robot.
So we get Batman in his like Gundam or whatever the giant robots are. His, and who else would have a giant robot other than Batman?
Right. Yeah. So they've got it. Yeah, it's pretty wild. And then Batman kaiju with Batman, Flash, and Cyborg. Green Lantern's doing a symbol, and
yes.
So let me get to that one real quick, everybody.
This was another one I was not expecting at all. we get the Green Lantern's Voltron.
Right? Yeah. Are you ready? Born ready. Green Lanterns assemble.
Right?
Green Lantern Robo.
Oh, I mean, how cool is that? Why has this never been thought of before? That was like,
Right?
oh my gosh, this is so cool.
So,
And then this was the other reveal that
can we try
did
out the
not
Cyborg
know.
and Flash upgrade now? And so they're in the bat thing, and
The
then
Batwing.
the Batwing, and then they're fighting, and then
The Batwing is a freaking transformer. It's a transformer. Who knew the Batwing was a transformer?
And I was like, this is so awesome.
This is such a better transformer than Star Wars stupid chair transformer.
And it looks like Hawk Girl's about to get eaten. And then pew, 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 pew. He shoots in bullseye to break free and stuff. So there's just some great panels.
Oh my gosh. So good.
This. Let's see. What was another good panel?
Now I saw an explanation of why Godzilla goes after Superman. And I was like, oh, that's just fantastic. That is perfect.
Yeah.
Because the whole thing between, with the monsters, the Monarch monsters, what are they known as? Gosh, I can't think of what the monsters are known as all together as a group. Not gladiators, Titans. The Titans, for the most part, they're really to protect. Godzilla is there to protect the Earth, basically, from alien forces, more or less. So if you think about it, Superman's alien, and Godzilla's been transformed to an Earth that he doesn't know and doesn't understand, and he sees Superman as a threat because he's alien, and he's technically alien to this world. So that is the whole reason Godzilla goes after Superman. Because that scene where Superman says, "You want me, don't you?"
Yeah.
And it's true. That's what he wants. He wants Superman. And I thought that was a great explanation. I was like, that's pretty cool. I like that.
It is a good one. It is a good
Godzilla doesn't realize he's been transformed to a different Earth. He has no idea. He just knows, hey, I'm supposed to protect my territory. This alien is in my territory. I'm going to kill him.
Yeah. Well, the other thing to wrap up is I said I had Red Hood Bat Transformer. Grodd shows up with Supergirl. He has her under mind control.
Right.
Because it follows Kong. Guy Gardner.
In turn, she has Kong basically in control, more or less.
Correct. And so here's where Grodd gets shot. His kryptonite horn that is able to control Supergirl gets popped off. Then,
and how cool is it that Grodd looks like a gladiator?
Right. Great shot. And then she wakes up, and then she's like, oh, we've been on the wrong side, Kong, because of Grodd. And then he killed Guy. We forgot to show that.
Oh, yeah. He stomped Guy.
He squishes Guy Gardner. And then what happens next is Guy Gardner. We've got more company. Guess who shows up, everybody? It's the League of Assassins and something much, much worse. So it's an ugly monster that has been in the Lazarus pit. And if you're in the Lazarus pit, you don't come out all sane coming out. Just saying.
It's that super skull walker.
Yeah, there it is. Dun, dun,
he's huge,
dun,
man.
with little skull walkers.
Huge.
He's
well, yeah, there's always little ones that go with those bigger ones.
Yeah. So just when you thought it couldn't get any bigger, it gets bigger. Oh, I gotta stop sharing that. It crashed on me. It
keeps getting worse and worse as it goes along.
I
mean, when I say worse, I mean better. Just worse for the Justice League,
right?
But then we also have Beast Boy, who turns into a green Kong, and I absolutely love that.
I was getting to that. Hang on a second. Here we go. And here, let's go to this one. So Mecha Godzilla and Bat Kaiju are going at it. Let me see if I can get this up, everybody. So
Yeah,
then,
why not put the two robots against each other? That makes sense.
but I think Kong, something's happened with Kong there. And then here comes a big green fist.
And Beast Boy is as big as Kong.
Yeah, right.
I love it.
This Kong ain't got nothing on me. And then Supergirl, they're still under. You know.
Yeah, this is when they're still under mind control, and Supergirl whacks Beast Boy in the head.
Yeah, it's kryptonite, and then Green Arrow's gonna shoot his arrow at the thing. He's like, puny human, blah 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 blah, and then pew pew pew. Then they shoot it off his head. Great shot, Batman. Then she's like, we're on the wrong side, just in time, because now here's the big
Super
skull kaiju. And then you see this flash. This meteor goes into the ocean. There's Godzilla with his car boot still on him. Gosh.
His car boot. I love it.
And then Godzilla. Yo, Godzilla, we've got unfinished business. Sorry, everybody.
Why does Superman have a Sylvester Stallone voice?
I don't know. I couldn't help myself. It's an Elseworld story, right?
Okay.
Yo,
Godzilla.
Yo, Godzilla.
Look, you can change. I can change. We all can change.
Okay, that was pretty funny. That was a good one right there. All right, so then
I love me some slime, man.
Issue 7.
Huge rock fan.
So Superman's back. Reveal the Watchtower transport, create a boom tube Superman to the sun for recharge. Big battles. Green Lantern Kong. MG gets both arms ripped off. Mecha Godzilla gets both arms ripped off, which is a great panel. I'll show it. Bat Kaiju breaks back of Mecha Godzilla, reminisce of Bane breaking Bat back.
Yes.
And Bat Kaiju bitten in half.
Yes.
So
yeah, you got to show the breaking of the back too.
Yes.
That's a good one too. Oh my gosh. Again, all 7 books have some fantastic panels in each book.
They do. Here is
many of them that I would like posters of or t-shirts of.
I agreed.
Oh, but we didn't tell about my favorite part with Kong though.
Okay, give me a second. Here we go. Okay, here's a great panel, everybody. So for this, everyone, or this ends bad for everyone, and then boom, just you've got this ugly one.
Oh my gosh! Look at that.
It's all of them. Everybody's on one panel. This one's just a fabulous panel.
Oh, gorgeous.
Where you've got Mecha Bats, Mecha Godzilla, the Lazarus Pit, Skull Monster, Kong. There's a little one. There's the ugly ones. There's Hydra Mouth right there. But here's what's interesting. Right here, is the green. You see. What's his name's
Guy Gardner's
ring. And then, they're like, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? Oh no, we got to concentrate on the little ones. And then maybe we move our way up to the big ones. And then Hal is all upset. He's squished. Guy Gardner got squished by Gronk.
He doesn't look so squished though.
That's true.
I mean, I would have thought he looked a little flatter, but
yeah. She's trying to wake up Beast Boy. That stinks. Yes. It is. His ring is gone. How I know is wrong. And then here's Kong fighting the big the big skull, Lazarus Pit skull monster is like, roar, I take you on. And then here comes the mammoth one, takes on the big one. It's pretty cool. Then here comes in Kong to do the hit him again, along with
Beast Boy.
Beast Boy. I got your back, big guy. And then they get hit by the little ones. And then they're like, oh man, we got knocked down. I mean, just the panel after panel in issue 7 is huge. If you could only get one by one, get issue 7.
Oh gosh.
So they're still trying to do their thing. He's like, incoming. Here comes Mecha Godzilla. And then whap, wham, knocks him back.
Right.
Motor function down. I am offline. And then he's like, I'm working on, I need more time. We're running out of time.
That reminds me of Star Trek. Captain, I gotta have more time.
Right. And then
I can't do it, Captain. I can't do it, Batman.
I can't do it. I'm going to stop there for a second because I want to. We've got other parts with Superman, some of the storyline. He's going to get different things. He went to go get Billy Batson and help him. And then, so here is where they are fighting again. We're just giving our own fun commentary. So here's Ape. We got apes going crazy. Whatever you want to, however you want to phrase that. They're going, you know. And then Kong gets hit. Get off him, you ugly snaky lizard. Little thing. And then he gets walloped again. And then, oh no, we're gonna get trampled on. They're running over us. They're testing our. Now this was a good intro to what was going to happen next, where they said they're testing our will, they're testing our resolve, our will, foreshadowing everybody.
Testing the will.
We can't break. And she's like, "What's going on?" There's the ring.
Yep.
And here comes the ring, makes itself bigger.
And it goes to Kong.
I love this. I was like, oh my goodness. And he creates.
I don't know if you can see my phone, but I put Kong as the Green Lantern
on your phone. Nice. So he cuts it, he slashes through the tentacle, and then you see Green Lantern Kong.
The greatest Green Lantern of them all. I want a freaking comic book of Green Lantern Kong.
Right.
Come on. I don't care if it's just a one shot. Give me an adventure of Kong as a Green Lantern.
Yep. So then they grab him, and then they're like, they get Mecha Godzilla.
I love this. Wait a minute. Go back. It says, make a wish, Mr. Luthor.
Right. Make a wish. And then they rip them apart. It's like, whoa, that's so awesome. Then here comes Batman. And so here's the panel that we talked about, everybody. He grabs him and
boom.
Oh. Okay. Give me a second, everybody. This is what I gotta do. I gotta go back. Loading. Reread.
My dog's talking to me.
That's okay. All right. So go here. Go here.
She's here. Mouth. Hey, hush.
There's that one. There's this one.
Go see Megan.
All right, here we go. Gets ripped off. Here he comes. He lifts him up and crunch. There it is. Reminisce the knee up.
That is so cool.
Breaking his back on the.
Yep, it's just like the Bane issue.
Yes,
when Bane breaks Batman's back. Yep. It's a fantastic shot.
But then Lazarus Pit skull monster comes in, and pretty much chomps Batman and the Bat Kaiju monster Robo Killer thing, chomps him in half. So then here comes
Green Lantern Kong.
Green Lantern Kong. Boom! But guess who shows up?
Soups is back.
Godzilla is here. So then,
Soups got supercharged too.
Soup was right next to the sun and got supercharged. So,
yep. Thanks to Batman and sending him to near the sun with the boom tube.
Yeah. So everybody gets involved, and then there is here. Let me go. I'll go to here. Here, I'll do this. So there's Soups and Godzilla attack.
Oh, that's a great panel.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And then he's like, ah, and then here comes in Green Lantern Kong.
In like a wrestling move too, man.
Right.
Oh yeah, and he's got the axe. He's got the axe from the movies.
Yes. And then Squish pops him in the head. Everybody's done. And then it's all the
So wait a minute. Go back to the axe a second. You notice he hasn't had the axe the entire time. But now that he has the Green Lantern ring, all of a sudden he has the axe. So I'm wondering if the axe is actually from the Green Lantern ring. You know how the Green Lanterns can create stuff, will and everything. So
yes, agreed.
So cool.
Yeah,
cool. Oh, what a great shot there! Godzilla and Superman and Supergirl. Oh, just a fantastic shot.
Yeah. And they're like, "Oh, it's all over," and he's like, and all of a sudden he's like, "Where in the world did you get the?" All of a sudden he's got it in his hand. This was the other part. I was like,
this was funny. This was hilarious.
He's like, "Where on earth did you find that?" Well,
I had a Wizard of Oz moment here.
Yeah. When they came in, he was squished under the thing. Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't miss that. Shazam got Deathstroke and Cheetah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And all. So they're rounding them all up. It's not a toy store. Then it ends with
but you didn't explain where the Dreamstone was at.
Oh,
the Dreamstone was actually at the bottom of Godzilla's foot the whole time.
Yeah.
So I had this Wizard of Oz moment. You've always had the power to go home.
Yeah.
As soon as they said that, I was like, "Oh my god, it's the ruby slippers, man!"
It is. So
Godzilla was wearing the ruby slipper
the
whole time.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
so funny. So funny.
Yeah. Well, all right, everybody. There you go. I'm on superhero kaiju robot Gundam overload.
Look, this was one of DC's better storylines, in my opinion. I mean, is it a great storyline as far as story goes? No, but it's just
it's what comic books are meant to be.
Yeah,
it's a halfway decent story to get all these heroes, villains, monsters, and robots together, to bring them together.
It's total superpower goodness,
Yeah, it's all comic book goodness. I mean, just everything you'd want comic book. Seeing fights and battles and
face
how
it,
are they going to get out of it, and Deus Machina moments and all that.
This was a geek's wet dream.
It's so funny
to get a little graphic there.
Oh my goodness,
it really was. So
it was good. So
I mean, this is nothing but superhero and kaiju.
Yeah,
let's face it, porn.
Yeah. So issue 7 just came out, everybody. So if there's any one issue that I would recommend, if you could only afford one, get issue 7. Then get issue 6. Those are my 2 favorite out of them all. 6 and 7 were my 2 favorites. And
I'm guessing within probably the next 6 months, we'll probably see a trade of this.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're not interested in getting the single issues, just wait for the trade, because I'm sure the trade's going to be fantastic. And the trade's probably going to have extras. You'll probably get some black and whites in it. I would guess, or that could be for the one that comes after the trade, the hardback. That's going to be the special edition, because that's going to come too.
Hang on a second. Justice League pre-order. The hardcover is $26.99.
Oh, that's not bad.
It comes out in 3 days.
Oh, no way!
It's on Amazon.
Holy shnikes!
Yep, the graphic novel.
Oh crap! I'm gonna have to order that. I mean, I have the individuals, but if
let me double check. Let me make sure it's all 6.
You say a hardback?
It is. They're calling it a hardback. DC Comics and graphic novels. It's the #1 bestseller right now.
I'll bet.
And it is, $26.99. It's 10% off right now. Hardcover. This is hardcover, but you know what I mean. Who knows? The title will be released on July 9th, 2024.
Oh,
well, I guess
I'm gonna have to order it. I'm gonna have to get it. I have all the individuals, but I want the I want the collected version of it too. Nice. Yeah, and that's been my wallpaper on my phone. That very picture has been wallpaper on my phone since October.
Yeah, that's
and just yesterday bad. I changed it to Kong Green Lantern. So
right on.
Wow, that's a good price.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Or get it on Kindle for $16.19.
No. I want that in my hands.
Right.
Yeah. But I mean, this is right up. This story is right up there with like Batman and the Ninja Turtles. Just good fun stuff, man.
Yep.
So,
all right. Well, we better wrap up, everybody. So, hey, thanks for joining us here on Two Geeks and a Microphone. Mike, any other last?
I have nothing. Just go check out our Ko-fi page. See all the good stuff Steven has put as far as his AI books go. Be on the lookout for some more AI goodness coming from us later in the year. Also, there's some exclusive podcasts that we've done over there that you can only get on there. My favorite that we did over there, I would have to say it's cross between Blade Runner. Or not Blade Runner. Oh gosh. Help me with the title. Oh my gosh, I can't think of it. Classic sci-fi movie. Yeah, anyway. Neither you or Megan are helping me. What?
Which are you talking about the sci-fi one that we did?
Yeah, Megan read the book and we watched the movie. Run? Yes, thank you. I was trying to get Megan to help me. Logan's Run.
Okay.
I would say Logan's Run and the Star Trek Wrath of Khan were my 2 favorite episodes that we did that were strictly for Ko-fi. Those were fun. So go back and check those out. You got anything else?
I'll share with everybody real quick. This is what you get on our Ko-fi page, just to share with you. We've got the Grime and Punishment audiobook. That's my story about the OCD assassin.
That's fun. That's a lot of fun.
My ebook is there. Chapter 1 of the OCD is, I sent it everyone. We did Legacies Undone, Prophets and Storms audio. That was our What If Qui-Gon Jinn Survived Star Wars story. Echoes of Destiny, the Star Killer audiobook. So we did a whole Star Killer episode. There's our Legacy Undone Prophets and Storms PDF that you can get. Elven and Obsidian Point. This was my little attempt at learning how to do AI storytelling, and I did just a real quick short story, fantasy story. We did what if Disney introduced Mara Jade. We did the Inquisitor's Path is what it was called. We did Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. That was funny. That was a watch party that we did.
That was a watch party we did for Christmas a couple years ago.
Yep, that was good. Which we still, wonder if I could Steven skip. That was funny. We did John Carpenter's They Live. Kofi Drive results. There's where you did your orange beard. That was funny. So anyway, there's a lot on there, everybody, that you get access to. We do it as, for supporters, for all supporters, you can get it. For monthly subscribers, you get certain things. We did the thing, we did all kinds of stuff. So, check us out there at www.
The thing. Yeah, that was a good one too.
That was a good one. So
John Carpenter's The Thing.
Yeah, if you go to our website, 2geeksmike.com, that will take you to everything. It'll take you to our merch page. It'll take you to the Ko-fi page and stuff. We just appreciate the support, and we're trying to be better about getting more stuff out, much more better Ko-fi page. We're getting more stuff out there and all. So,
cheers.
Mm-hmm. So appreciate you guys supporting us. Thanks so much.
Move your nose, dog, so I can put my drink down. Jeez. She's trying to lick my glitch container. All right. So with that said, make sure and go and like and subscribe to us. Where's it at? There it is. Found it. Make sure and go and like and subscribe to us on Facebook and here on YouTube, or if you're watching us on Twitch over there, so on and so forth. You can also follow us on Twitter. But if you give the little bell a tickle on YouTube, you will be reminded of every time we go live. And speaking of going live, we go live every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. You do the math for the rest, because I don't like math. All right. With that said, I think I got that out this time without stumbling. With that said, over and out, and up and away, and Rook, it's Godzilla. Thank you for joining us today on the Two Geeks and a Microphone podcast. Tune in next week when we will have more news and reviews. Until then,
May the force be with you.